lounging, son.
Welcome back to the Comic Lounge. My name is Ryan, and today I'm going to be doing, which will be the first of many, indie comic spotlights. I'm going to pick, maybe 2 to 3 different indie cartoonists, talk about their work, and kind of just show a little bit the type of content they put out, why I really dig their stuff. More often than not, there will already be interviews with these creators on the channel for you guys to check out, whether you're listening to us on YouTube or you're listening to the audio versions on Spotify and iTunes and that stuff. You can listen to those interviews before you watch these videos or after, but Tony FERO and Sam Locke Ward are going to be under the microscope today. Gonna just dig into a little bit of their stuff and show you some of the cool content that these guys have been putting out. And first off, I will start with Sam Locke Ward. I'm going to be talking about his 93 Grindout and Nightbat. I will give a quick shout out to Voyage into Misery, The Mingler Brute, and Helltown and other stories that he does with Josh Mead as well. These are pretty cool, anthology type stuff with multiple types of stories in here. Really cool, really dope comics that are definitely worth checking out as well. But wanted to kind of mainly focus on the 93 Grindout and Nightbat, and we'll talk 93 Grindout first. And this is, definitely, I would say, kind of a love letter to the insanity and the action-packed and the guns and the violence and stuff that, any fan of 90s comics, if you grew up reading them or you've gone back and read stuff because it was, before your time, just he really captures that energy in this 4-issue series. And I really, lucky enough to have him. He sent me these, and I'll be honest with you, I had a video recorded going through these guys' books and the audio cut out. So, I'm redoing this, so I'll try to recapture the energy that I had when I was first talking about it. But, I think if you listen to my interview with Sam Locke Ward, I kind of discussed there why I really dug these books, and I think that he is such an awesome talent, not only artistically with comic books, but he's also a musician as well. And from his dialogue to his lettering, his penciling and inking, all of this, in stark black and white, just like I love, really has the punk rock vibe of a self-published cartoonist. He runs these off of copy machines himself and staples them himself, ships them himself. These are definitely some comics that I would highly recommend if this is the type of stuff that you're into. If you're into indie comics, you're into supporting indie publishers and guys like Sam Locke Ward or any of the people that you may have listened to on this channel during interviews, go out there and support them. I'm going to have the links down below on where you can find this work. But really, really cool comics. Full of blood, violence, just awesome concept. He did this all during, we even got the Hard-Boiled homage where Jeff Jarrell did this on a cover of Hard-Boiled that he did with Frank Miller. But I really, really dug this series. Not super expensive, you know what I mean? Reasonably priced. And I just think that everybody should get out there, support these cartoonists, man. These guys, comics, no matter if you're working for Marvel or DC, you're not going to be a millionaire. And I think that Marvel and DC is doing just fine, and we need to start getting out there, supporting these guys that are doing this for the love of comics, for the passion they have, and I see that same passion in them that I have for comics, and it comes across in terms of the work they put out. When that's why I have them on the channel. I want to chat with them. I want to spotlight these guys, get as much eyes on their work as possible. And even here you can see the inking right here. It's pretty fucking dope, dude. It's a really fucking cool, emulate. Definitely captures that early Image energy, the energy that Eric Larson, Jim Lee Liefeld, Silvestri, Portasio, Valentino, all those guys were doing back then, and he's doing it right here with the 93 Grindout, man. Snake Eyes vibe right there. Got a big final fourth issue that he did. It's really fucking cool, man. I think that this will surprise you, man. This will surprise you how really dope this book is. I'm definitely not gonna. There's nothing I could do justice to by just like describing it to you. Don't want to ruin anything in terms of the finer details of the book, but it's really cool. 93 grind out, 1 through 4, complete, available from Sam Locke Ward himself. You can go find that on his website, links down below. Then we got a new series, Night Bat, which is, his take, and this was done during 2021, his take on like a vigilante. And I really, really dug this. This was done in March. As of this recording, it's September. So, Sam, if you're listening to this, I'm ready for the next issue, bro. I think anybody that got this first issue is ready for the second one as well. Really dope. More of that same, violence, craziness that you got from 93 Grind Out. You get more of that here with an insane vigilante. The creepiest fucking face, cracking skulls with his bat, just fucking really sick. And it's cool too, like even just from the 93 grind out, you can see the progression of Sam's talent. Just like he's getting progressively better. And he was already really, really good in all the books I mentioned here, along with these other ones, The Voyage into Misery, Mangler Brute, and the Helltown, man. Like, he's just really talented, putting out some really dope content. Just, I love this. Just, you don't have a publisher, you get out there, you get it done yourself, and get it out to the world. You'll get it into the hands of people that will appreciate it, man. And I'm one of those people that really appreciates it, really digs his work, and I think you guys should check it out. Like I said, have those links down below on where you could find that, and where you can find Sam as well on social media. And like I said before, I'm also going to be talking about the great Tony FERO of Rubber Wolf Comics. I love this dude. I love this dude's work so much. So fucking cool. Had such a blast chatting with him when we did our interview. Again, there was a technical difficulty on that one. I lost our first interview, which I thought was really fucking good. A lot of energy in that conversation. But we ended up having another great conversation that didn't get messed up or deleted or anything. So make sure you go check out that interview with him as well. And I'm just gonna flip through some of his stuff here. This is a straight, just basically an art book. Just a bunch of images that he has done over the years. This one's dating back to 2018. Definitely, has a lot of horror elements to his art. And we got some album covers that he's done for people. This is going back to 2016. Really cool stuff, man. And we got posters for different shows that he's doing for people, and just non-stop, man. He also has some original art that you can get from his site. Again, like I said before, Sam Locke Ward, I'm going to drop the links for Tony FERO's stuff down below as well. You can pick up some of these projects that he's worked on, the books that I'm going to show you here. So this one, like I said, just basically just a bunch of art covers that he's done, work for hire stuff, full of explosive energy. I love his color work too that he does. Got some ads for some of the stuff. I haven't had a chance to pick this one up. I need to get this giant-sized Monster Youth. I don't have that one. All of this stuff is really cool. This is stuff that he was doing, giving me 6 characters to make fan art of, and people were giving him stuff. Got the Demon, Usagi Ojimbo, Zippy, Terror Salter, Amwat, Thundar, Elvira, Trapjaw, just a bunch of cool different characters that he did. Some more of his, some photos of some of his other work that he's done, sketches, stuff like that. Got a sketch right in the back, pretty cool. Little added touch that he does into his stuff that he ships out. 21st Century Big Spider. Don't have the first one; it's out of print, but he sent me the second one shortly before our interview, and then I picked up the third one. A little while after that. Again, I love the way he packages the book, the printing, the quality of the paper, the the off-white instead of regular just white background. I love the added touch that he does to that. His lettering is fucking awesome. I mean, the main character is a fucking big ass spider. You can't beat that, dude. It's just full of just off the wall, just zany crap, dude. And it's fucking great comics. It's really fun, man. I'm so excited to see what else he's got planned. I know he was one of the guys in the Image Grand Design Grand Disaster book. I believe he'll be in some of the other projects being put together by CKRS, the Cartoonist Kayfabe Ringside Seats group on Facebook. I've mentioned them quite a bit. Talked to a lot of the guys that I'm members with in that group as well. But, fucking barbarians, fucking chicks in chainmail, just so many cool elements to his storytelling, his action, his coloring that, I mean, he even throws in some Kirby Crackle, dude, and I can never have too much Kirby Crackle in a comic book. And again, much like I was saying with Samlock Ward, like, this book was produced relatively recently, within the last year and a half, I believe. This says September. So this was produced in 2019. Then we get into this one, and this third issue is all the way to 2021, and you're gonna see the growth of his skill, his art. God, I love this back matter that he does also with this rubber roll value stamp like Marvel used to do. Got ads for his other work. Got the kayfabe ad in there. He's got some other fake ads up in the back. And then you get to this third issue, and he's leveled it up. He's leveling up again. Bit more content, more pages. It's really dope, man. And he's another guy that, like, without Cartoonist Kayfabe channel, without the Kayfabe Ringside Seats, I would not have discovered his work. It's one of the things I miss about those mailbag episodes that Ed and Jim used to do on the Kayfabe channel. I discovered a lot of people because a lot of indie cartoonists would send stuff in, and they'd unpack all the packages they'd get from fans and go through the books. So sad that it doesn't exist anymore. And I heard from a fellow member why that happened, and it's just disheartening. People complaining about the way their work was perceived. At least like, I'm not trying to start any drama, but that's what I heard. But without that channel, I'm pretty sure Tony Farrow's work I discovered on that, and a lot of other dope cartoonists. So that's why I feel like I kind of want to take up that mantle and showcase stuff, but I don't want to get too bogged down by having too many different creators on one episode. So I figure 2 to 3 is a nice amount of different creators and talking about their work. So it's not too long of an episode, not too short, and give you just a little bit of a taste of what these creators are all about. His dialogue is hilarious. I mean, just right here. No, I don't have Nipsey Russell's penis pump. I mean, Tony Farrow's got such a dark sense of humor. He's got such a knowledge for 80s comics, like indie stuff, that he really takes so many different influences and wraps it up into such a nice package of awesome comics. Again, Rubber Wolf is where you can get some t-shirts with his art, you can get some comics. All this stuff I'm talking about here, I believe, will still be in print. Got a little black and white backup story with a little bit of the duotone effect on the art. Really dig this. Got Schlepzig, another one of my favorite indie cartoonists. He's definitely going to get under the microscope soon. Don't know what this is. What is the Cube? Maybe a future project. Got some other ads for some stuff. We got the Make More Comics Arts Grant. Will Hoffneck interviewed him. He's all about that grant, and he's also producing some really dope stuff with his 100% Comics. Jason Kionis, really dope cartoonist. Tales to Enlighten. That book has come out, and another dope comic. And then we will talk. I'll start with this. Randy Tucker, Bomb Dude. So we got it's a flip book. So we got this first story set in 1986. Serious dark forces have invaded a small working class neighborhood in southeastern Michigan. Freaks, geeks, nerds, punks, artfags, and burnouts have banded together as a last line of defense against evil, and together they fight under the leadership of the mightiest bomb dude on earth, Randy Tucker. And his fucking story is fucking awesome. I'm not even gonna tell you guys about it. You guys gotta pick this book up. I'll flip through it, let you guys see a little bit of the art. It's awesome. Super funny story. Action packed. Really cool. This is what might be my favorite, and I want to see more. Ulf Maverick. You know, he even homages the old Grips cover. You know, anybody that knows Grips, it's a old school black and white comic from the black and white boom. Tim Vigil. It's awesome book if you can get your hands on it. Got Tony giving a little backstory on how this whole book started and why this is my favorite black and white. And he's doing the duotone stuff that the old black and white comics used to do. It's his, you know, his vigilante, really, really strong cartooning in this one, and a man after my own heart with this duotone stuff. The duotone comics I discovered because of the Ninja Turtles, obviously, right? Like that was my introduction to that, but I just love the effect it has on the paper. And black and white, for some reason, I can't put my finger on it. There's just something about it that really appeals to me. And anytime I go into, you know, quarter bins, 50-cent bins, I'm always digging, looking for some old black and white comics to kind of flip through and take a chance on. And this would fit so nicely with so many of those books. And it's clear that just from this one story, how much Tony FERO has such an affinity for this era of comic books and this style of comic, and he does it flawlessly. This is by far a 10 out of 10 for me. Really dig the story, dig the art, want more, Tony. Again, if you're listening, what's up, dude? I want to see some more Ulf Maverick. I know you're busy, you're always doing some comics, but I'm ready for that next issue, bro. We got a shout out Fight Choreography by Jerome Cabanatan, another guy that's going to be featured on this channel soon. Be on the lookout for that. And we close out with Ulf Maverick looking over the city, ready to let the streets run red with the blood of evil men. Again, more ads, more stuff for some promo stuff. But that is Tony FERO and all his awesome stuff. Go pick it up. Link down below to how to get his stuff and follow him on social media as well. Sam Locke Ward. Got to follow his stuff also. Don't miss out on either one of these guys and the awesome stuff that they're producing. It's really, really dope comics. If you love comic books, you love the medium of comic books. If you love supporting indie cartoonists and creators and helping them realize their love and their passion, their dream, then make sure you follow these guys. Make sure you hit the links down below. Go buy their work. You will not regret it. That's a guarantee straight from my mouth. And if you're not already following us, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The Comic Lounge. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you're notified every time a new vid goes up. And on that note, I'm out.